Good morning. I got just a little time today. It's a busy day. Didn't want to leave you guys hanging all together, so I'm here for a quick meditation together, and then we're all going to get started on our weekends. So, whew. Long night. Who else is having difficulty sleeping? That's what this is all about. We're going to talk about ascension symptoms. What are we all going through? So, when you guys decide to join me, we'll have a little talk. I see one. Good morning. A blooper reel. We're just going to have a little blooper reel for a few minutes. I'm really late. I apologize for popping in so late. We're going to have a quick meditation, a little bit of a time together, and then I got to head out on my day. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Busy day today, Saturday, so hi, Marika. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Who else is suffering ascension symptoms like crazy? I know it means that we're moving up into something new. I know we're moving up. It's just trying to figure out how to get through everything. So that's what we're here for today, is just to kind of talk about what's going on in the body, in the human, our human capacity. I know for me, sleep has been something that has not been coming easily this past few days, so that it's starting to affect me. You can tell. I'm like, well, I'm really tired today. So I finally gave in last night, and I took a melatonin, which I never do. So if I seem a little off today, it's a melatonin grogginess. Good morning, Melanie. How are you? Here we are. It is 10 o'clock. It's after 10 o'clock. I'm well late. And I'm still just wanting to be asleep. This is why I don't take anything for sleep usually. I usually am such a good sleeper. I do feel like this is an ascension symptom. We are very, very busy in our sleep again. So, so busy in my sleep that I'm literally seeing things. The dream state has been super graphic, or, very alive, like I'm really there. And so real that 2 nights ago there was noises in the house. I have a kid that doesn't like to sleep at night. She likes to sleep all day. But there was noises in the house, and for some reason my cats have been super crazy. They're feeling the full moon. I guess that's what it is. And when they go up and down those bedroom steps, the steps upstairs, it echoes through the house. It's like they're fat. So they go and then it's like somebody's playing a drum all night long. So I am the lightest sleeper on the planet, I think. I hear everything, supersonic hearing. And so I kept hearing all these crazy noises, and I'm like, is it an earthquake? What's going on? I fell back to sleep, and then somewhere in my sleep state, in my wakingness, I don't know if I was dreaming. And do you ever have a dream where your eyes are open, like you haven't fully awakened yet, and you see things, and you're like, so I saw something. Something woke me up. I heard a noise, and it woke me up. I thought it woke me up, and I'm looking at my bedroom door, and I'm seeing this large dark shadow walking right at me, and it scared me so much that I actually called out, like, whoa, like I was still asleep, and I'm yelling at this thing to stop coming at me. It was the craziest thing. So I don't know if you guys are going through some crazy sleep stuff, but that's what's going on with me, and it's affecting me. I can tell. I'm like really tired today. So let me know how you guys are doing with that. Let's talk it out. I like to come here and just have a powwow sometimes and say, okay, what are you going through? What are you experiencing? The moods, of course, full moon energy has a lot of effect on all of us. It's, it's responsible for the seas coming in and going out. It's a powerful source of energy, and so of course it's going to affect us too. So it always seems like my moods can be affected, my sleep can be affected. So it was a pretty powerful full moon that we've been going through. We're still in the energy of it, so that's part of it. I have a good friend who's really into astrology, who sent me more detailed things showing that we're really the earth, where everything's sitting right now, that we're really still very much in a difficult energy on the planet that's going to cause more who knows what, natural disaster type activity. So all of these things are affecting us. So hi, Melanie. Good morning. Hi, Deborah. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry, Deborah, that you lost a puppy. So sending you a big hug. I know how hard that is. They don't last long enough, do they? they're just too angelic to stay with us forever. But sending you a big hug. I feel like that puppy is still right there beside you, just so you know that I'm feeling that energy right now. So that energy of that sweetness is still very much around you. Just pay attention. Okay, I know it's hard to lose in physical form, but our pets especially, they kind of step out of the body and they just keep on going through life. They're just like, okay, well, I'm just still here. Pay attention. I'm around. So just know that. Know that. I'm sorry for your loss. So tell me, guys. Tell me. I need some feedback this morning. I want to know how you guys are feeling. How is it? How is the earth treating you? Do you ever get so tired of all the status quo? You're like, I am really working. I feel like right now we have to really work to want to be here. It's like I've got this beautiful life, and yet I have this longing for something that I can't get to. This longing for home. So, and sometimes we go through that orphan energy, that wanting to go back to where we came from kind of energy. So that's been really heavy the past couple of weeks. I think that is this energy of this virus is still working very strongly on the planet. And whether we like it or not, more and more people are succumbing to it. But there's so much energy of, there's that part too. We think, oh, how sad, they got sick and they died. But the soul, at a soul level, our souls are deciding whether or not we're going to stay in physical form or whether or not we're going to cross over, go back to where we came from, do some work as a light worker in spirit form, whatever that may be. So be aware there's always deeper, even though someone seems like they're not very spiritual and physical. When we pass out of the body, we're all spiritual. We're all powerhouses. We're all creators, whether in physical or out of physical. They're still creating, they're still working. So are we just feeling that energy of them as these souls are choosing to go back home again? Is that pulling at our heartstrings too? Is that like, oh, I want to go too. I'm kind of tired of the planet. Part of me is like, yeah, I think so. And then the bigger part of me is like, no, I still have work to do. And the bigger part of me is like, no, I'm not ready to go yet. But there is that energy about us right now. So just so you know that, there is definitely feeling the same. Yeah, still feeling it, Laura. I think it's a deeper tired. It's an exhaustion of just being here, of working 24/7. Our bodies are filtering energy 24/7. So it's really difficult to catch a good night's sleep. It's really difficult to just find peace right now. The anxiety, we work on it. I know for me, I really, really work at it. I find my peace, I do what I can to find it, and then all of a sudden it's like whatever I'm doing, I fall back into that anxiety part of me that's still very stuck in physical and in the worries and concerns of just everyday life. So it's definitely a struggle. It's a struggle as we ascend. Ascension symptoms include this fear from the ego, this clinginess. The ego is like holding on to life the way that it always was. The ego doesn't want to release. The ego wants to just keep clinging to that old way of doing things. And the soul is like, now come on. Your higher self is like, now come on. So remember to keep comforting your ego. That's what it's all about, is keep comforting the ego. Keep sweet talking yourself. Keep working on self-love. Self-love is super important right now. You may think you've already conquered it, but if you're starting to have that anxiety again, that sense of longing for someplace that you're not, that ego is needing some attention. That little child inside of you is ready to have another boost of love. So let's do that for a few minutes for you guys that have gathered with me today. It's a small group, and that's perfectly okay. I love these little small groups. I would love for us to just share this time together for a few minutes, and then I got to get on my way. Laura, thanks for helping me give name orphan anxiety. Yeah, I always had that one, I think, that way. Yeah, that's exactly orphan anxiety. It's perfect. It really is. It's that feeling like everybody is leaving me, everybody's going away, nobody wants me kind of thing. Isn't it crazy that so many of us light workers carry that energy? We just do. Be aware of that if you've always felt that sense of, I've landed on the wrong planet. I don't belong. Nobody gets me. I am very different from everyone else. They're all going to leave me behind. Nobody really wants me kind of thing. And it's like we were set up for it. We set ourselves up. We put ourselves into a family that helped push that sense of orphan energy along. Hi, Sharon Boyle. Nice to see you. So glad that you popped in today. We're going to do a quick meditation here in a few minutes. I got to hit the road today. I'm going to go do some family stuff today, so I got to get going. But I want to do a quick meditation with you guys. It's all about orphan energy today. That's a long message, and once again, I've managed to lose my glasses, so let me see if I can get through it. Marika, I was doing singing meditations, and I could hear melancholy in my soul. Yeah, so I called an oversoul and asked for upgrade. That's really a great idea. Why don't I think to do those things? I'm fed up feeling those old soul traumas from plenty of lives, so we upgrade. That's a great idea, Marika. We upgraded you. I need an upgrade. I so need an upgrade. I am exhausted with this sense of, oh, I've conquered it. I am feeling great. Everything's good. And then all of a sudden it's like something triggers me. Some little thing triggers me and I'm like, right back. And what is this again? Why am I dealing with this? It's funny. This morning I woke up early, well, somewhat early. I was really dopey. I took a melatonin, and I never do anything like that. So I woke up at I thought 8 o'clock. And I think it was 8:08. And then I wasn't ready. I was still really groggy. So I heard my angel say, let's go look for treasure. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's have some fun. They wanted to go play for a while. So I went back to sleep, and I had this dream that there was a bunch of us. We were on horseback, and we were chasing this dragon for some reason. And we got to the shore of a dock, a large dock, and on the end of that dock was a pirate ship. And we got to that shore, and all of a sudden the dragon stopped at the waterline, and we kept on running, and we jumped onto the ship with our horses, and then the ship set sail. And then I woke up, and I realized, oh, I got to get up and get going. I thought, when I looked at the time, it was like 9:09. I was like, oh my gosh, I've way overslept. And then when I got up and got moving, I looked back at it. It was only 8:24. What is that about? Can you guys please explain to me how we're going through these time warps too? It's like I looked specifically. I even put my glasses on, and I looked at the time, and it was 9:09. And I got up and started walking, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, it's not anywhere near as late as I thought it was. It's crazy. We're in a very crazy, warpish type, Twilight Zone energy lately. But that dream with the horses and the dragon and the pirate ship was so real. It was so cool. It's like they took me on this beautiful little fun adventure for a few minutes. I wish I could have stayed there and seen where that ship was going to go. So why don't we meditate on that? Yeah, you can come ride with me. I'm taking everyone. Let's go. Let's do that for a few minutes. Let's be on horseback. Melanie, I'm not nearly as good with horses as you are, but I do love horses. I have had horses. I do like to go riding, so don't expect me to be able to do any fancy moves, but I can definitely hop on a horse's back. I can definitely hold on. I can definitely make that horse do what I want it to do. So maybe not fancy in any way, but I get the job done. So today we're going to go off on horseback. We are going to go see if we can't let that dragon, that's the sense, is I really love dragons, and I've been spending more time with my dragon. So I feel like the dragon wasn't there to hurt us, and we weren't there to hurt the dragon. We were just running along with the dragon. The dragon was fine, and we were on horseback behind the dragon. The dragon was faster than us. The dragon led us to that boat, to the pirate ship, and we hopped on the ship to take off. So there was no sense of, oh, we're gonna get hurt or we're gonna hurt the dragon. It was just like we were a team. So it's pretty cool. Sharon, I found myself doing things that only take a short time, but I feel like I've been there for an extremely long time. And how many times, let me ask you this, how many times do you do something and it was so much easier than it ever used to be that you forget that you did it, and then you go back to do it again and you're like, oh crap, I already did that. Used to be, seems like, man, it was such labor to get these things done that I would definitely remember that I did it. And now I just forget. I just forget that I did it. So it's really crazy. Like you, when I'm on a roll and feeling so good, something will pop in and panic. back to square one with the issue or issues. Exactly. It's like they're really affecting us. I really feel like for me, those deep fears that I've got, the fear of loss, the fear of scarcity, those are probably the two deepest things that I've got right now that I'm working deeply on. And so those things are I still haven't fully released them. And they're really showing us, the angels are showing us what we still need to work on. And like, okay, yesterday I was great. I literally, in our playground, I let go of so much. I released a lot of fear. I just woke up in this release mode. Like whatever happens, I'm okay with it. It's like a fully letting go. I'm working on that again today because I really like that place. I don't care about anything, the numbers. I don't care about the bills. I don't care if I can't fix it. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Whatever it is, I can't fix. If I can't fix it, there's no use my putting any of my energy, because it'll then be negative energy. If I trust, though, if I just trust this all taken care of, then I fall into a positive energy field, and then things just seem to come together. They do. So it's a matter of just trusting, really, truly. But it's probably the most difficult thing in this energy. It's really difficult. Sorry, I'm really dry and I want to help you guys get through a meditation here, so I don't want to be coughing and hacking. It's residual energy, exactly. Final cleansing. We're working our way on getting cleansed, and we're not in this alone. How do you do that, Laura? Are you talking about asking your oversoul? Because everything is, you can work with someone that's good at doing things like that, but everything is all in your intention. You are perfectly, as you plug yourself into the higher self, you have to make that shift. It's something that I teach people. But if you can make that shift from that lower vibration of ego into the vibration of your truth. Your truth is that you're plugged in, that you got a higher self, and you got an oversoul, and you got all these other little branches of soul, and you got so many levels of yourself. And the truth is that higher self that's with you all the time, that you can plug into any time, is always with you and also on the other side, and capable of helping you to create and helping you to move through things. And it's a matter of remembering that you're there. It's a matter of remembering that as much as you're trying to figure this out, that your higher self already has all the answers. The ego spends all of its time spinning its wheels trying to figure everything out. I say that often. I think too much. I've been told I think too much. If I can stop thinking with my ego and push myself in through meditation is the very best way. Getting quiet with myself and asking. Please know that you are capable of asking your higher self for help at any time, or the angels. They're always there with you. So you go into meditation. What is it you're really seeking? What do you want? Do you know what you want? And oftentimes, instead of sitting there, most people when they pray, they're like, I want this, and I want this, and I want this. The higher self speaks through silence. So it's a matter of really finding that quiet place, getting yourself centered, grounded, and then listening to that voice of wisdom that's inside of you that will help you to find your answers. It's true. We're all capable of that. We all have that part of us. We just forget that we are so much more than we think. So, guilty of thinking too much. Exactly. So it's a matter of quieting that part. And I don't do it often enough. And my guides are just, pushing at me. They're like, go back out to the woods. Be quiet. Be still. Don't think. Don't try to put if you're starting to pull in, like, sort things and figure things out, when you ask for something and you go directly to that higher self and you're like, okay, then you can't take that toy back and try to figure out how it's going to happen. So you got a broken toy, you give it to your dad, and your dad's going to fix it for you, and then you're like, well, you know what, wait, let me just take it back, try to fix it for myself. It doesn't get fixed right. So what we have to do is go to that higher self, go to God, whoever you believe in, and say, okay, I can't fix this. I don't know how to fix this. I'm letting go of it. I'm releasing it. I'm not going to try to hold on to this. Hi, Suzanne. And then I give it to you. I give it to you. Whether you're talking, your higher self is very, very good at this. Your higher self will connect you to whatever angels you need, will connect you to the power that will help you to get through whatever it is that you're trying to get through, but you gotta trust. You gotta trust that you're more than you think that you are. So once you decide that this is what you want, then you just ask, and then hands off. Go out to the woods, sit and watch a silly movie, do whatever you got to do to shut the brain off for a while so that the higher self can do its work. Does that make sense? Hi, Annie7. Good morning. So we're kind of out of time. We're going to have a quick meditation, guys, okay? And we're going to kind of go into that for you, Laura. I want you, we've done this before. We're going to meet the higher self for just a few minutes, okay? I want you guys to really concentrate your energy on allowing your higher self to join me in this circle so you can get acquainted if you haven't yet. So take a big breath. Put your feet down if you can. On whatever surface. Wood is great. Rock is great. Whatever natural surface. But if you're in the house and you got linoleum or whatever, that's okay too. The earth can still work with you. It's all in visualization. It's all in your imagination. So be in the forest. Put those feet down on the floor, allowing for this beautiful earth energy to come up through your feet, all the way up your legs. Those roots are reaching so far down into the earth that you are firmly planted. You're perfectly safe. Archangel Michael comes in and wraps you up in this big bubble of protection, clearing your home, your land, your cars, every area, everyone in your home, your pets, allowing you to feel completely safe. Archangel Raphael comes in for healing. Archangel Gabriel comes in for clarity, to allow us to get a little more clear on who we really are. A lot more. We'll bring in whatever energy he can bring us today. So we're allowing this beautiful energy, this triad, these three archangels to come in. If you would like to call in your guides, your ancestors, those who want to come in and help you on this mission as we go find that pirate ship, let's do it. Let's go to the pirate ship together. So you are now fully supported. Take a big breath, and as you pull air into your heart, you'll feel this beautiful love filling your heart. Fill it up bigger, bigger, bigger. That love that settles in right there, that's you. That's your higher self. When you feel that love, you know it's like, oh, there you are. Pull yourself all the way. Pull that higher self into your lung space. And as you're breathing deeply, I want you to allow your higher self to join me on a mission today. So take a big breath and pull and allow yourself to join me. There we are. We're all sitting on our horses. Can you see yourself? Use your imagination. There you are. Your beautiful, true self sitting perfectly on a horse's back. Choose what color horse you want. Envision it. Mine is pure white. Absolutely beautiful. I love an Arabian. I think they're so gorgeous. So I want a pure white Arabian. Spirited, ready to run. So as you're on that horse's back, I would love for you to look up in the sky right now. There's a dragon. Take a look. It's beautiful and it's huge. Flapping its wings, and as it swoops down over us, it creates this wind that blows the hair, and it wants us to follow. It says, come on, let's go. So let's go. Hold on to that horse's reins. Hold on to the mane, whatever you've got. If you're bareback or if you've got a saddle, whatever you've got to hold on tight because you're going to take off. So here we go. Let's start running with those horses. Let them gallop. Let them run as hard as they want to run. They're just racing towards something. Let them go. And as they do, you can lift up your arms in the air. You're completely safe. Put them out to your sides. Let the air blow through your hair. Feel complete freedom as you're running along the beach underneath this dragon. It's beautiful and it's clear and it's soft on their feet, and they are just enjoying it. Sometimes they run over into the water, and as they do, that water splashes up onto you. It cools your face. It feels so good. The dragon is flapping its wings ahead of us, leading us to a treasure. Can you see it up in the air? It's beautiful, beautiful. My dragon is the color of blue with green. It's all shimmery. His name is Oliver, and he is just flying hard. You can have your own dragon if you'd like. Whatever your dragon looks like, just envision that dragon up there in the sky. leading you to whatever kind of treasure you're seeking. Let's create a treasure box where your higher self has filled it with all kinds of treasures, and as you run towards that pirate ship, you know you're getting to something that's so magnificent. It's what you've always wanted. It's what you've always been looking for all your life. So keep on running, and I see off in the distance, I see this dock, and I see a big, huge, beautiful pirate ship. And that dragon is leading us right to it. So just keep on running, running, running. Hold on, just enjoy the ride. And as we come up closer to that pirate ship, we hop up on that, the horses just jump up onto the dock and they run straight onto the ship. All of us, it's big enough for all of us, it's big enough for our horses. Just run that horse right back up onto the ship, and we're going to tie him up so that they don't get hurt, and you can step off the horse. And we're going to untie the ship. And guess what? Our dragons are going to help us. So we just, they swoop down over the top of the ship and they grab a rope and they pull. They're pulling as they're flapping. They're pulling us quickly across the water. There's this beautiful sea, nice and smooth, off towards this island. There's a sunset beyond the island and it's beautiful. Just stand there and watch how that island gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Oop, bump. We just bumped into the shore. Go ahead and hop off that boat. You can take your horse with you if you like. And as we get up onto that shore, there are shovels on the beach. And I would love for you to go take a shovel and start digging. Start digging for your treasure. So wherever it feels right, you're going to go on intuition. Wherever it feels right on this beach, start digging. Let's see what we can find. I see you all just digging up your treasures. Whatever it is, it's going to be down there and it's all yours. It's opening you up to your truth. And as you get to that, if you've got a treasure box or whatever your shovel hits on, pull it up on out and lay it on the beach. Open up the top and start digging through. There's something in there that you've always wanted to find. What is it? I just felt the door open. There is the door. You just found it. Whoever was looking for it. There is a door in your heart that goes deeper, deeper, deeper inside of you. That's where you connect to your higher self. So as you're digging through those treasures, one of you, two of you, maybe all of you found a place where you held it in your hand. You picked up something and you held on to it, and that was it. You just found the doorway, the key to your true self. Take it with you. Put it in your pocket. Bring it back. You don't leave it there. You were always meant to be this truth, this beautiful, beautiful soul. You're just stuck in that body. That's not the truth of who you are. That ego is not your truth. It's just what you've developed through all these belief systems, things that people have told you. It's not true. Your truth is right there in your hand right now. That's your greatest treasure. So bring it back. Hop on that horse and jump back on the ship and let's come on back, okay? Hold it with you. This is the most beautiful treasure you can ever imagine to find. Can you feel it in your heart? So much excitement. It's like Christmas. You found it, finally. Your soul is singing the most beautiful song. And as that ship comes back to dock, you can hop off, bringing this beautiful treasure with you. Feel it in your heart. Take a big breath. The energy's been clearing as we've been exploring, and you're centered, you're grounded. The earth energy's coming back up your feet, filling you with love, allowing you to go out and have the most beautiful day ever. We're asking the angels to circle around you. We're asking you to pull that big, beautiful higher self into that heart space completely right now. Take a big breath. Integrate all that energy. Beautiful, beautiful. All wrapped up and safe and complete. Spend some time now I'm gonna let you close out, but I want you to stay in this meditative state if you can. I want you to spend some time. Spend some time with that most beautiful part of you. Just lay back, close your eyes. Let your higher self speak for just a little while. Don't think, okay? A conch shell, very beautiful, Sharon. Listen to that shell. Put it up to your ear and listen to it. You guys have a beautiful day. Eric, it's nice. I'm glad that you joined us. All of you that have joined me today, I'm grateful. Please enjoy some quiet time for a few minutes as your higher self opens right up to you and shows you the truth of who you are. Ask and it shall be given. You choose to move up a level, you choose for an upgrade, ask for that upgrade. It's okay. Do it right now while you're close. Enjoy your day, you guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.